No joke this week, just a question at the start so everyone can answer. What is our name, or what should be our name as a group? Like, you have Dodger with the Burritos, and you have Angry Joe with the Angry Army. And what are we? Like, I've always called everyone the Threads, because together we make a scarf. We make a me. And I'm just a scarf. But, is that the name we should be, or is that something else? Just out of curiosity, for those in the community, just like, what should be our community thing? Are we the Scarf Army? Are we the Threaded Army? Are we the nicely threaded army? I don't know. Like, just, I feel like we should try to have a community name. There are those who rail against it, and I have for a long time, but like, no, we should be a community. We should definitely be a community. So what should be our community thing? Just a question. Welcome, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for the vlog. Okay, so, different vlog this time. You'll see in a sec. But, channel stuff, Kirby Star Allies is gonna be on the side channel. It is, it can only be on the side channel because it's Nintendo. I don't want Nintendo going after the main channel. Simple as that. That's what's going to happen there. Right now, the channel's in, like... The main channel is going to have stuff, as always, but it's not going to be as heavy as usual, because Jinx has finals, and she's also been dealing with a flu, so there's that going on. And also because we're just, reworking things and seeing how we want to do things better and everything. And what was weird as well was we didn't get that many indies this week. We only got like Cube 2 and the Raven Remastered. That was it. So I'm thankful for that kind of though, because it gave me more time to do Kirby Star Allies. I want to play that this weekend, so there's that. We're also going to still do Terraria 5 to 8 p.m. today. PST, going to be hardcore with viewers, and then Sunday's going to be Slay the Spire, of course. Anytime that's not Kirby will probably be Fortnite, because I'm addicted to Fortnite. And when I'm not addicted to Fortnite, we'll probably look at Dauntless and do that. And we'll see what I think of Dauntless and go from there. Cube 2, I did the entire LP of it. That's going to go on the side channel. And I'm considering whether I want to do a review or a recommendation on it. Because I did the whole game. Like, I feel like if you're going to review a game, you have to finish the game. Or at least get a good amount into it. And I finished Cube 2, so I'm like, do I want to do a review of it? Or do I want to do a recommendation of it? At the same time, there's also the rapid fires. We have 3 games that I've done, so I got to do rapid fire for that as well. There's a lot of different little projects here and there to do, as we just keep trying to find our footing. Eventually, we'll find our footing and we'll go from there. As you know, right now, the podcasts are on hold because Jinx has the finals and her flu really messed her up. So there's that as well. And yeah, so the channels, there's just things going on with them, and we'll see how they go going forward. Layton is going to happen very soon on the main channel, as Phoenix Wright is almost finished. And Layton 3 is interesting. You'll see. There's a lot more cutscenes and stuff in it. And I gotta work on my voices even more so than ever with that one. I know I'm having a harder time with Layton voices. Phoenix Wright voices I'm getting better at, I feel. But Layton I'm not doing as well, and I gotta figure that out. Anything else channel related? I think that's it, and just things going forward. And yeah, a lot of things are just not necessarily going through the motions. The thing that's going through emotions is the voice LP. There's always going to be a voice LP. There's always a vlog. And it's all the other things, like finding one-shots, or I want us to do more. I'm liking that we're doing Scarf flips or like special, like shorter things, like the Slay the Spire runs. If I get any amazing ones, we'll have them on this as a Scarf plays. Or like the Into the Breach one, where the one-shot was the start of it, and then the rest of that run is a Scarf plays. Like, I like that. I like doing some special things. And I just like having a lot of games up because we're such a variety channel. I am curious. I keep wondering if we should try to latch onto a game again. Like, Smite, of course, is where we got our big growth from. We tried to do Overwatch, but we're too late to the game on that one. I'll stop talking about Fortnite, but if we latched onto Fortnite when it happened, that would have been amazing, for sure. There's other games on the horizon we can look at. We can look at Dauntless. I know damn well when Monster Hunter happens, we're just going to latch onto that just because we love that game so much. Like, I've said it before, we've been a Nintendo channel straight up. We could be a Switch channel because there's so many good offerings. If Nintendo wasn't so bad. Like, if Nintendo was like PlayStation and Xbox and all the other companies about YouTube and Twitch, I would do so much Nintendo stuff. Like, we would see Splatoon, we would see Kirby, we would see Mario Odyssey. We would just see so much Nintendo stuff with the other things as well. I'd have to pick and choose, of course, but we'd see a lot more Nintendo things because I love Nintendo, as can be evidenced. So much so. And like the Okami remake is coming out, the remaster, whatever is coming out, I'd probably get that just because it's Nintendo. There's just so many games coming on Nintendo. Like we're so tempted about Dark Souls. Like we're really tempted about getting Dark Souls. I don't know if we will, but I'm really tempted about it. I at least want to get the Solaire amiibo, that's for sure. But I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so here's the topics I want to talk about, just because I've been thinking about this for a while. I talked with Jinx about it. I'm just thinking about it. This is a thought experiment. Just see what other people think. What would you do? Because okay, this is what happened. The lottery's happening, right? It's like 400 million, 500 million. The Powerball Mega is also like 300 million. No one's hit them, so people are trying to win them. I know my family's trying. And I think about it. I'm like, what would you do? Put this in the comments. What would you do with $100 million? What would you do? Just 100 million after taxes and everything. You have 100 million. Let's say you won like 200, whatever. But after taxes, 100 million. There you go. That's what you get to have. That's what you get to play with. What would you do with it? And I thought about it, and this is just a fun little thing to just think about. Like, what would you do if you had it? Would you be a better person? Would you be a worse person? Of course, things would complicate things, but what would you do if you had this available to you? And here's what I know. I would quarter off. One quarter goes to just being in the bank so that I have interest to live off of if everything else goes to hell. That's a quarter. Another quarter goes to investments because I'm a big fan of Warren Buffett. He's all about make investments. You get that money going around. Try to increase your money. I would give like my money to a bunch of I would cut it up a little bit more and give it to a couple different investment firms, and I would try to set up that they only make money if I make money, kind of contract. Because there are investment firms that do that. That's what my dad's retirement is. The way it works for my dad's retirement is they only make money if he makes money. That is it. So obviously they want to make sure they win off that money. And so it's done pretty well for him. He has a really, really nice retirement because he was aggressive like that with his investment firm. And so I thinking about that, I'm like, yeah, I would try to do that with investment firms with 25 million. The other 25 million is just eccentric millionaire money. That's just like, do I want to just party it up? Yeah, let's have a party, do things like that. Let's do a bunch of crazy stuff. That'd be great. I would have a Kirby store. Like, I would have a Kirby warehouse. Every Kirby ever would be in that warehouse, and there'd be two of everything. There'd be one for me, and one for someone to buy if they wanted, and then we would replenish that Kirby. That's what it would be. That's what it would be. It would just be a Kirby store. Half of it's just merchandise for display because it's mine, then the other half is for purchase because people deserve to have that Kirby too. Reminder, just remembered, the Kirby Star Allies giveaway ends around Sunday, so if you haven't gotten in on that and you have a Switch, get in on that so you have a chance at winning that, because we are giving away a copy, so some lucky person who couldn't afford the game can have it. So there's that. And the other 25 million would be the charity and just nice thing money. The last quarter would go to helping. And the way this would work would be, sorry, something in mind. It would be more, not just giving money to a big charity, but more to just helping people personally. I think is the best way to put it. But not just, like, we have a viewership, right? We have a very loyal viewership who's been with us for years. If I won this money, I would pay for the college education of our viewers. That's for sure. That's one thing I would do. For my friends, I would also, for viewers, I'd build you guys like really nice computers. That'd be the thing as well, so you can play nice things. Or yeah, so you can play nice things. Let's say my friends, like an eyelash in my eye. There it is. Mesmerize. Love the guy, favorite dude ever. I would build him a sound studio. I would just build him that. Like, I would not just throw money at people. I would give people things that would allow them to go to the next level. I would make him a studio, and he can run with that like an actual sound booth, everything that you need to do really good sound, and so he could run with that. I would give him that. I wouldn't just throw money at him. I'd give him a thing that could help him go to the next level. Other streamers, I would give them whatever setups they need to have really good streams, same things for YouTubers. I would buy people like the really good editing programs and just whatever they need. I like the idea is not necessarily teaching men to fish, but giving a man a fishing pole. That's the idea. It's like the dude doesn't even have a fishing pole. Give him a fishing pole, and they'll run from there, like that kind of thing. That's what I would. That's what I would do. That's what I do with that last quarter. Is just help people out, personally. Give them things that would help them go to the next level. When it comes to also like if viewers or their family they got like cancer or anything like that, pay for their cancer. Like we don't have perfect healthcare here in the U.S. I would pay for that to help out for sure. And we do have trans viewers, and I have trans friends. I would pay for all the stuff they need for transition. I would pay for all of that. Like that's what I would do. I would do that for sure. Like whatever people would need to go to the to what to do the thing that they want or to be or to go to the next level, whatever thing. With that 25 million, I would try to help out. And we aren't a huge community, so it is doable. I wouldn't lose all that money really quickly. And that's what I would do. So you got 25 to help people out, 25 to just do whatever, 25 to live off of, and then 25 to make more of. And the hope would be the investment money would hopefully grow and grow so that that could replenish the silly money and the helpful money. That would be the plan there. And if it all goes to hell, I lose 75 million. I got the 25 million to live off of as just live off the interest, because that's a good amount of interest there to live off of, and I could just live on that. Considering I've lived as a poor person for so long, I can continue to live as that off interest. Like there you go, and I could pursue whatever I want. Now, of course, that's a dream scenario of having $100 million. That's the thing. I've been saving up my money bit by bit, a little bit here and there from my job and everything. And when I have like a good amount, my plan is to just do like a little bit of investments here and there and run and play the stocks and just hopefully incrementally get it up bigger and bigger and bigger and just play it safe, play it a little safe, a little aggressive, and try to get that money up and up and up. Like try to understand stocks and everything as a hobby kind of thing. And if it does well, then we can have extra money in that way, like another form of income if I can do it well, which it is a scary thing to do. And just if investments go well, who knows what could happen with that. But I think investments are a different form of gambling. It's an informed style of gambling in a way. And so I'm just dabbling in that because like it'd be interesting to a fool and his money are easily parted, or is that the word? And I definitely am a fool. I'm a fool in that when I have money, I want to spread it around. So if I had the 100 million, I would spread that around so quick. That's what I want to do is I'm trying to find multiple ways we can make money and be successful so that we could be more charitable, I guess is a way. Like I like doing these giveaways. All the giveaway money is based off my income, is based off my job. All the money we get from the channel, that goes towards the channel itself through buying games for the channel to work on and things like that, and upgrades as we go forward always. And yeah, so if we made more money, if I could find other revenue streams, I would want to use that to just do things for the channel and for our viewership, because y'all have been with us for so long, and even the new people who haven't been with us so long, if we do a good job, you'll be here for a long time. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. I think I'm getting a little rambly here because it is just an idea. It's like, what would you do if you somehow got all that money? And because you see how it destroys people all the time. Like they have all this money, they don't know what to do with it, and then it just destroys them. I'm like, well, if this did happen, if it did, like you shouldn't fantasize about it too long, but if it did happen, I'd want to do these things. Like that's what I figure. That's what I'd want to do. I wouldn't just want to throw money at people, because I feel like that's what kind of ruins people is if you just throw money at people, they kind of just go a little nuts and then, well, everyone's dead. And we don't really want that situation. I want it to be like responsible and helpful and just do good. That's what I'd want, I think. That's definitely what I'd want to do. And of course, for myself, I'd build like a mega computer. I'd live in a place that would allow me to just have a green screen or just have an amazing background, just more plushes, just better sound area, things like that, just make it better. And yeah. That's a weird segment. I know at my core that's what I would do. I would use this money to help others. That's what I would do. Because it's so much money, I have enough that I can just do on myself as well. Like, oh, let's talk about just Scarf. What would I do with all that money as well is, okay, so I'm helping a bunch of people, but what I do for myself, I would hire all the things I'd need. Like, I'd hire a dietitian, I'd hire a personal trainer, I'd hire, um, just people who can teach me on things. Like, I would want to learn so many things because I'd have the ability to. Like, I'd want to learn how to make things. I'd want to learn carpentry. I'd want to learn sculpting. I'd want to learn everything. Like, that's what I would that's what I would make life be, is where I just consume knowledge. At the same time, I also got a dietitian so I can eat healthier, and a personal trainer so I can sculpt my body better, so I actually know what the hell I'm doing. Because I'm making up as I go. I try to read things, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. And there's a thing. Just aside, if eating healthy was cheap, I think everyone would be healthy. But because eating healthy is so expensive, and eating terrible things is so cheap, that's kind of just why America is just so obese, I feel, is because it's just cheaper to eat it's just cheaper to eat bad things. Also because they taste good. Like, if it was more cost effective to make good tasting food that's healthy for you, obviously we'd all be healthier. So getting a dietitian, knowing how to, and probably, I guess, a chef who can make nice tasting, healthy food, hell yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a nice thing. That's what I would do for myself, is just make myself healthier, make my family healthier, obviously. Get everyone dietitians and personal trainers and chefs to make sure they just are healthier. Like, yeah, I would do that. Also, obviously, get doctors. Get checked for all the cancers. Get checked for everything. All up in here. Just get the doctors all up in me and find whatever could be going bad and figure that stuff out. That'd be nice. Just on personal stuff, like just better health, I think, is what I would do for that. And also just enjoyment and just knowledge. I would try to learn everything if I really had the ability to, I would try to learn everything when not making content, because I'd still want to do the YouTube and Twitch and everything. I would still want to do that stuff because I like entertaining people. I like being there. That's a thing. That's who I'd be. I wouldn't do anything nefarious. The worst thing I would do with the money, well, no, I don't think I would. I would wish revenge on people. The revenge is getting that money already. Anyone who's wronged you, anyone who's done anything to you, you don't need to do anything to them because, well, you got a lot of money. They don't. That's all you need. That's it. You don't need to do anything to anybody. That's it. Like, anyone who bullied you, anyone who just talked bad about you or ripped you off or any of that, it's like, well, I got all this money and they don't. That's enough revenge right there, I feel. You don't need to do anything else. Yeah. I'm not fronting. I really think I do. Those are the nice things I think I do. Like, for sure. Like, and this is the other part that makes it weird. Why is that? Just thinking about it, why do we do what we do? Why are we what we are? And just thinking about the whys. And so why is Scarf Scarf? Why do I do YouTube and Twitch and all these things? Why do we do all this stuff that's takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort. It can be quite stressful. It's very stressful since we used to be so much and now we're not so much. And so depressing and all that stuff. Why do we do what we do? And I tell you guys, it's to cause smiles, to make everyone happy, and it is that, but there's also more than that. There's a couple reasons in there. I know one reason is when I'm working, which is why I'm a workaholic. When I'm working on something, it does help make the bad thoughts go away because I'm too distracted trying to make something that I'm not spending any time thinking about the really ridiculous thoughts depression causes. Like, anyone who has depression that's watching right now, you get it. You're just doing whatever, and then you have a depressing thought, and it's just really bad. And when you're out of it, you're like, well, that was a really dumb thought. That was a thought that didn't need to exist, and yet it did, and it got me, and it made me really sad. And so I use the channel, and I use work, and I use everything I can so that I cannot let the depressing thoughts in. Basically, I'm just trying to flood myself before the flood is allowed to come in. This is actually something that is done in... Oh my god, I'm making this aside. This is something that cities do on the beach side of things is they will run water into the land so that seawater can't get in. Like you flood your land, you flood the land with water, so seawater never has a chance to get in because this rushing water here is keeping the seawater out, so that it never badly salts the earth. That's a thing. So that's what I'm doing. That I think about it is I'm flooding myself with other things so that the depressing thoughts can't get in. That's what I'm doing. And so yeah, that's why I'm such a workaholic. That's one of the whys. That's like I do it because I just want to make people happy, but I also do it because I don't want to be depressed. That's another one. And there's another one. There's another reason. And why do I want to make people happy? Why do I want to do all those things? And it's because I want to. Why do I do the YouTube and everything? It's because I want to be famous. I want to be huge. But why do I want to be famous and huge? And it's not an ego thing. It's always an ego thing for anyone who wants to be big. But it's not just that. It's also because I understand something about myself. That is, I have a messiah complex, and I know I do. I have a messiah complex. I want to help and save everybody. I want us to be big so that when we do vlogs where we're talking about depression or where we're talking about just something important, that a bunch of people take it seriously and it helps them. That's what I want to be. I know that. I know that in the center that I just want to help everyone I can. As many people as I can. I want to save people. We've saved 7 people. So it's not like we're not actually helping people. It's not like we're not doing something. But like I want to be able to do it in a huge way, in a grand way. I know that at my core is something that's important to me is I want to help as many people as I can. It's always been a thing. Like I've talked about Norman Borlaug. Norman Borlaug is the man who saved 1 billion lives. I wanted to be that man when I was younger. When I was a scientist, I wanted to be him. I wanted to just help everyone. I wanted to save so many people. And the potential's still there as a YouTuber, as a streamer. It's just in a different way. You're not curing cancer. You're not curing a problem. As an entertainer, you're helping people with their thoughts. You're helping people with their moods so that they don't take the plunge. Or so they don't maybe inflict hurt on other people because they feel better. They feel better so that they're not going to take it out on other people. That's what an entertainer can do. And an entertainer creates escape, but at the same time, we see entertainers who are trying to bring politics and things into the world. That's the thing as well, is entertainers can also bring enlightenment. They can also bring less ignorance, if allowed. And that's something I'd want to do as well, is I'd want it to be that we just help people feel better, but I'd also want to just be educational as well, because of course I'm a scientist, so I'd wish people would be more educated. Not more educated, less ignorant is the better way to put it. Because, of course, global warming and stuff should not be a political issue. It should be a scientific issue, and as a scientific issue, we should be doing more about it. But it's a political issue for some weird reason, so we're not doing anything about it. It's very unfortunate. And so, yeah. I know at my center, my motivations are this. My motivations are a messianic complex, because I really want to help everybody. I know that's one. Another one is, I hate being depressed, so I don't want to be depressed, so I work as hard as I can to make sure there's no room for that. That's another one. And a third one, at the end of the day, is I don't want to be alone. That's the thing, is I want a community, and we have a community. I realize that now. It's why I do this, so that not just me, but for other people, don't feel alone. It's why we're so accepting. It's why we accept everyone. We accept, of course, regular people, but we accept all the races. We accept LGBT. We accept the trans community. We accept everything. Because I don't want people to be alone. Loneliness is such a painful feeling. And so that at my core is another reason why we do what we do. That's why it's so important to me. And it is why it hurts so much that we're not there yet. And I say yet, because I hold on to the belief that we are capable. As not just me, but as a community, we are capable of reaching greater heights and reaching more people. Because it isn't just me, it's not just Jinx, it's Scarf and Friends. It's the community as well. And I think as a whole, we can be capable of so much good, while also just having fun being silly people. I think it's possible. And I think we will accomplish that. Just, is it going to be when we're 60? I hope not. I hope it's sooner than that. But I think we can do it. I really do. So there you go. That right there is the vlog. If you got to the end, just think about that opener again. Just, what are we as a community? Like, what would be the name? Like, what would it be? Just wondering. But there you go. That right there is the vlog. I had fun watching. That's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun, these come by, and see you next time.